Yes! Yay-town! No! Yes! Welcome to Attack of the Show, TV's... Yeah, all right. High fives and hugs and laughs for all the kids across America. We're TV's only source for all the stuff you care about. I'm Kevin Ferrer. It's good to see you. Hello.
And I'm Candace Bailey. We're coming to you live from the G4 Studios in Los Angeles.
And you know what? We
What?
missed you. We missed you. We didn't even know you were gone. On the show today, is your ISP about to turn you in for online piracy? Sure as hell hope not. Find out if a new policy means that you could actually lose your internet forever in the loop. It's true. Then we'll get fingerprints all over the Android-powered Galaxy Tab with front and rear-facing cameras, so you can actually take really pretty pictures of your face and your junk.
Ew,
Both at the same time.
Kevin.
One snap, and there we go.
You're gross.
Well, it's only hard to fit them both into the frame, but now just one and two.
Plus, Grace Helbig is in New York to crash a Microsoft party. She'll get her hands on the Mango phone and Star Wars Connect. May the Force be with her.
And also with you.
Thank you. And we have two great indie games to learn you about, a reimagined Galaga and an RPG that's like Final Fantasy on crack. I imagine that's what
Can you
crack is
attest,
like.
sir? I would pay ungodly amounts of money to watch you on any sort of amphetamine.
You see me on Red Bull and coffee. I think that's enough.
Yeah, that's it. Like, Splenda makes you all loopy in the pants. I can't imagine.
I don't do Splenda.
What? Oh, I'm sorry.
Sweet and low.
All right. I didn't mean to upset your delicate sensibilities. I'm sorry.
That's
Sweet
okay.
and low for
It's
life.
okay. Just no.
Let's reach into the web's grab bag, shall we?
We're going around the net. Steve.
I know you love the pink, but I'm telling you, Stevia.
Obviously, I have the pink.
Stevia is much healthier.
No,
it's
well,
a much.
it
I
probably
don't want to
is.
turn the show into the View. I'm just
It
saying,
probably is much
Stevia.
healthier.
Stevia
However-
is very healthy for you.
Okay,
It's
but it doesn't
natural.
taste as good, and I don't like it as much. Our number 5 video today is a clever bit of comedy by a team of filmmakers from Portugal. Now, the video is in Portuguese,
Yeah.
but the title roughly translates as banana jerk.
No, I'm barely Portuguese, but even I know that the translation is pretty simple. It's actually called banana.
Okay, let's watch.
Desculpe, tem horas? São duas.
I've been saying it for years. That's just yet another reminder that eating fruits and vegetables can be deadly. So stop doing it, you
Okay.
hippies. It's not helping.
No, not all fruits and vegetables.
Yes, Candace, all of them.
Apples?
Yeah. The Viet Cong would actually hide grenades inside of apples. So, just as deadly as any other fruit and or vegetable.
You fought in Vietnam?
Yeah,
How old were you?
old enough. And let me tell you, a part of me didn't come back. I forgot we were widescreen. I was looking at the other monitor. I'm like, I'm not a frick. Nope. Let me just walk it around. Damn you, 16 by 9.
It was very dramatic,
Thank
though.
you.
Very dramatic. Well
Part of me
done.
didn't come back.
Our old friend FPS Russia returns today, and he, I know it's a really
That was
good
good.
accent. He brought some heavy artillery for today's number 4.
Now, they may not celebrate the 4th of July in Russia.
Well done. Well done.
Thank you. But they're really good at making their own fireworks.
Okay, so this is the M240 Bravo. Originally it was designed by FN. This is the American version. And got about 200 rounds here, so we're going to destroy those bottles and then it's zombie time. I am the happiest Russian in the world right now.
That look is great. I love the redneck Bellagio water show that goes on when you just fire an automatic rifle into a lake. That's the best part.
Yeah, it was good.
I bet his neighbors are just absolutely terrified, though.
His neighbors are in Kazakhstan.
There you go. Right? Yeah. Today's number 3 item is an old commercial for the fireworks outlet in Phoenix City, Alabama.
I've never heard of Phoenix City. Here in America, we enjoy things that make really loud noises and create colorful explosions. So it's not that hard to sell fireworks.
But if you really, really want to stand out among firework merchants, you're going to need a gimmick.
Got a minute? We want to show you something really hot. Wait a minute, this is a wrong commercial. Come see the Bang Bang Lady on the hottest deals around. Buy one, get 3 free.
See Boom Boom for the biggest display of 500 grams.
Many new items.
Now that's hot.
Come see Bang Bang.
And Boom Boom at Fireworks Outlet.
The reason I was wondering why, I was like, that's in Alabama. She's like, well, I've never heard of Phoenix City. And I'm like, you know a town is bad when someone from Alabama is distancing themselves from it. Well, I haven't heard that one. I don't know what they do over there.
You're not funny.
Thanks.
I have the sudden urge to never buy fireworks ever again.
All I know is if I typed bangbanglady.com into my browser and that came up, my boner would be pissed. You know what I mean? That's all what I'm looking for. Phoenix City.
Phoenix City? Who knows about Phoenix City? Not me. In at number 2, a musical message from Metallica performed by British comedian Bill Bailey.
Oh, we all love Bill Bailey, right? Yeah, exactly. You might think that the band's iconic hit Enter Sandman rocked before, but wait until you see it now. I love that video. I love that video. And he is, as you said, incredibly talented.
Yeah.
However, I can do that. And not only can I do that,
So sure.
hold on, not only can I do that, I can do it without bicycle horns.
Okay, no one wants to know how you do that, Kevin.
No, but the key is the clench. Just hold on. Hold on, it's going to warm it
Kevin.
up. What, you don't want it? All
That's
right.
gross.
Still ahead. Lord of the Rings lulz, everybody.
Blizzards and Owls have an awkward moment in our number 1 ATM.
Come here.
No!
Support me at the
Keep
hips.
it away!
Help me at the hips. Hold on.
Oh, he's tooting! About being back today. I kind of have butterflies in my stomach right now.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Is that the reason you put your skirt on backwards today? You want to tell them about that?
No, that was just me being a moron. Hey! No! The tag is in the front now!
What?
It was on the right way! Tag is in the front! Oh my gosh, this is hysterical!
I mean, I put my pants on the right way when I do the show. I don't know.
Coming in at
What?
number 1.
Do you need a minute to gather yourself, or are we all right? Okay, good.
I like it better backwards anyways.
Hello. Yeah. You hear that one, gentlemen? Never have to check the old tag with Miss Bailey. Go for it.
Coming in at number 1.
The pistol shrimps?
I'm crying.
Yeah, oh, we've broken the tear barrier. That's it. Yeah. Now it's starting to get hot for me. Hold on. Let a couple slide down. Just let a couple slide on down.
All right, I can do this. Coming in at number 1, the Pistol Shrimps. They're back today with their best matchup yet from Lord of the Rings.
Yay! The evil wizard Saruman was responsible for Middle-earth's misery, and he's actually never been a bigger D-bag than he is in this video. Now he's armed with a certain vintage... Candace, you all right? You get it? Okay. Now he's armed with a certain vintage Soviet-Russian ballad that's become synonymous with trolling.
Show yourself. Be careful. Even a defeat, Saruman is dangerous. I've heard enough. Shoot him. Stick an arrow in his gut.
I guess mother effing wizards do die.
Mother wizards never die.
It's not true. They do. To get your daily viral fix and to check out all the viral videos we have to offer, go to g4tv.com/Around
the Minutes.
Good job, Candace.
Thank you.
Now, when it's time to peer into the outer realms, there's only one place to go.
Candace's Cthulhu Corner.
That's right.
This program is made possible by a grant from the G4 Corporation. Oh, God, I can see forever!
Hello, Lovecraftians. I'm Candace Bailey, and today I will be telling you about one of Lovecraft's most interesting creations, the lost city of R'lyeh. R'lyeh is a functional sunken city that lies on the floor of the Pacific Ocean, and is a place where the evil god Cthulhu is buried. Yes, obviously you're here right now. Lovecraft first introduced R'lyeh in his 1928 story, The Call of Cthulhu, where he described it as a nightmare corpse city.
Yes, I'm sure it's very nice.
But it's likely that you know R'lyeh because it recently became part of a popular internet meme.
I feel like I'm not getting any of these jokes.
Ow! Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Yes, Candace?
Do you like flash sites on the go?
Oh, do I ever?
Just when you thought you were out of the tablet craze, Samsung pulls you back in with the Galaxy Tab 10.1. Powered by Android 3.1, it's the thinnest and lightest large-screen tablet available, so you'll have no trouble browsing flash sites and downloading apps for hours at a time. You'll also get front and rear-facing cameras, 16 gigs of storage, and a 10.1-inch screen, all starting at $500. Oh, it's so thin!
Right?
Look how thin that is.
Not bad, right?
It is just as thin as the iPad 2, making it the thinnest Android tablet out there.
Yeah, it's actually also lighter than the iPad 2 as well,
It is.
even with the larger screen. So kudos on that front. No expandable memory, which is kind of a bummer, but you don't get that on the iPad, so I guess I can't complain about it too much. No HDMI output unless you buy a dongle for for $40. And I don't like saying dongle, let alone paying $40 for one.
I like you saying dongle.
That sounds like something you got at like a bachelorette party or something.
I think we should make you say dongle every day.
I
on
don't
this
think we
show.
should. I really don't.
All right, it's got the same version of Android that all the other Android tablets have. So are there any surprises here?
No, not at all, which is actually kind of good in this case. The screen feels a tad more responsive than most of the other tablets we reviewed. Of course, that's with the exception of the iPad. And I just don't get... Google can solve anything, it seems, yet they can't seem to figure out the screen lag. Like, you notice that as you swipe, there's that, I don't know, 30 millisecond delay, which is enough to drive a nerd like me crazy. I know it sounds very jaded to whine about it, but somewhere
there is better out there. Though.
Yeah, somewhere in the 10,000 lines of code, someone misplaced a decimal point, and it's causing this slight lag, and I wish they would fix it because it does feel snappier on iDevices as opposed to Android devices. Now, with that said, there aren't any new Samsung widgets included, but you can still customize it like any other Android device, so it's perfectly fine.
Now, is it as fast as the iPad 2 when running apps or going online?
Now, that's a key question there, Miss Bailey. The answer?
I know.
Yes. Yeah.
Nice.
It's just as fast as any other tablet, whether it's Android or iPad. Here we are launching Angry Birds, which is the saddest benchmark ever, but it's totally true. I mean, it's what people are going to do. It's what they care about. So there you go. It loads just about as fast. Same with the browser, which is perhaps the most important thing here. The nice thing about Honeycomb tablets is that they're consistent across the board. So you know they're always going to keep up with the iPad 2, no matter what the hardware is. If it's running Honeycomb, it's going to be comparable.
Okay, now are the front and back cameras as good as we hope?
I don't know. How much hope did you have? Like on a scale of...
I got a lot of hope.
Okay, scale back your hope, and then yes, it'll be right where you want it.
Well, how good?
About that good. There's the thing. The camera on the back, it's only 3 megapixels. The flash evenly exposes, which is nice. And it'll record HD video. So yeah, they're not terrible. They're just not amazing.
Pretty shoes.
The picture quality is pretty okay. Yeah, when you're when you're creeping up on dudes on the sidewalk or at work. The front camera is 2 megapixels. That looks okay if you're shooting a bizarro Shakespearean react. I don't know what that is. But they're serviceable. You can video chat with it. They'll be fine.
Okay, that looks fine. Now, it's $500 for the 16 gig version or $600 for the 32 gig, which is the same as the iPad 2. What's the verdict?
I hate to say it.
What?
It's a 5 out of 5.
Yes! These happen so rarely.
Do your 5 out of 5 dance. Give them a little taste. That's the 5 out of 5 dance. That's why we don't give many objects 5s out of 5s anymore. This thing is just... You can really stop the dance now.
He taught me the dance.
It's just...
He said if something is 5 out of 5, you have to do this dance, and he taught it to me, so... Thank you.
You're welcome. And I'm sorry
Great
to
teacher.
all of you. It's just as easy and fast as any other Android tablets we've reviewed. The design is really what makes the Tab 10.1 stand out. It's only $500, 5 out of 5. Love it. There you go.
All right, that's it for today's GadgetPod. But if you have a gadget you'd like to see us rate, email us at gadgetpod@g4tv.com.
Okay.
Still ahead, Sarah Underwood has a new Arkham City trailer revealing a classic villain. And she'll reveal a classic outfit of her own in the feed. Hey, sexy.
That camera can go back there. Do your job, cameraman. Then we'll bring you the details on your ISP's plan to crack down on internet piracy in the loop. It's not as sexy. And it's actually probably not as important. Never mind. And later, Grace Helbig crashes a Microsoft party to check out Dance Central 2, Star Wars Connect, and the Mango phone, which sounds delicious.
Love it.
I'm going to rock the papaya phone.
If I wasn't killing at least 1 or 2 homeless people a weekend, the city would be a lot worse place. Sorry, I don't really kill them. That's gonna air for sure.
You know what I could go for right about now? What? I don't know. Maybe some delicious news.
Well, here's Sarah Underwood. Oh, my bad. Here's Padme Amidala.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hello.
Thanks, guys. Well, you know what? It's Comic-Con next week, so I thought, why not get down with some cosplaying for the big event? Yeah. It's time to start the feed.
All the news you need to know. The feed.
It's Monday, July 11th, and here are your top stories. Watch out, web pirates. Internet service providers are about to become internet police. AT&T, Verizon, Cablevision, Time Warner Cable, and Comcast G4's parent company, have all agreed to a 6 strikes policy to clamp down on internet piracy. Now the ISPs will have a more direct responsibility in policing subscribers suspected of repeated copyright violations. Alleged violators will have 6 warnings of varying degrees before so-called mitigation measures must be taken. So will striking out mean you lose your internet for good? Well, we'll dive deeper in the loop. And if you've been eagerly waiting to play some GoldenEye in HD, your time has finally come. Yes! According to CNN, Activision is getting ready to unveil a brand spanking new GoldenEye first-person shooter at Comic-Con on July 20th. The publisher reportedly registered a domain name for the game last month, which suggests the title will be GoldenEye Reloaded. We don't know which system it will debut on, but the 360 and PS3 are likely candidates. No word yet on the return of Oddjob. But of course, tune into G4's coverage of Comic-Con next week to get all the latest. And the good old US of A might be lagging on space technology and science and math education, but thanks to a win at the 2011 RoboCup, we're still the king of robots, bitches! Yeah! The annual RoboCup competition challenges teams from around the globe to build robots that, as you're going to see here, can kind of play soccer. This year, an American team swept the humanoid category, snagging gold in both child and teen-sized robots, and they also set a record for the all-time highest score. And the timing couldn't be better since America actually cares about soccer today because the U.S. women's national team just pulled off a major upset in the World Cup. Suck it, Brazil! Yeah! Yeah. And finally, riddle me this. Now, we've seen a bunch of footage of characters from Arkham City, but we still haven't heard from one particular villain. Maybe this exclusive trailer will provide an answer.
I know you work for Riddler.
Don't hurt me. I'll tell you everything.
These challenges are far beyond a mind such as yours. Let them go, Riddler. They're innocent. You may as well just turn back now. Do you admit that I am smarter than a bat? You are all experiencing fear in anticipation of some specific pain or danger. This is perfectly understandable. Are you ready for some more? Explore! Find my challenges! And when you fail to solve them and lie blubbering like an ignorant child on the floor, you will know that the Riddler is better than you.
Yeah, Arkham City, it shows on October 18th. I'm Sarah Underwood, and you've just been fed. And may the Force... just kidding, I know. May the Force be with you. Now back to Kevin.
Thanks, Sarah. As Sarah just told you in the feed, ISPs and content holders have just developed a 6 strikes program to prevent illegal downloading. I'm sure it's going to work just fine. But the question is, will the internet police revoke your online privileges forever? Let's find out in The Loop. All right, joining me from New York to help us make sense of it all, senior writer for CNET, Greg Sandoval joins us. Hello, Greg. How are you?
How's it going?
It's going well, thank you. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, online piracy was already illegal before today, right? They've already kind of gone through this. You weren't supposed to do it. There was a slap on the wrist, and then, like, grandmas got sued for running Napster. We've already been down this road, right?
That's correct.
Okay, so what's different now? What's crazy with this new promise between content creators and content providers and internet providers?
Okay, there is nothing, the first thing you got to know, there's nothing that the government has done to make this any more illegal. There's no punishments leveled by the government or anything like that. What's different is that these companies have gotten together and made this agreement and they said, hey, listen, this is our network. These are our rules, and you got to play by them. And what that means is if you're caught 6 times, we can crack down on your internet access.
So this is like a promise ring from the entertainment industry to ISPs, like, hey, put this on and promise that you're gonna, shun these evil pirates. And then after 6 strikes, what happens? Do they pull the plug on them? Do they take it to the courts?
They have a menu of stuff that they can choose from.
Ooh.
And it ranges from, they can throttle down. This is what people that have asked me about it, and they hear throttling down their internet. Going back to the days of dial-up. Freaks them out. They could do that.
I'm on Time Warner. That's called 6 o'clock for me. You want to watch Netflix? Too bad. All right, cool. I'm sorry. So they can throttle you back. So they can slow you down if they catch you 6 times or more potentially downloading pirated material. They can slow you back down to dial-up speeds.
Yes, or they can block you from the internet. They can send you to a splash page. You can only go to this splash page until you get in contact with them, and then eventually until you stop downloading.
Wow. But now, again, it's not law. So the notion of being disconnected from the internet, that's because the DMCA, the Digital Millennium Copyright Act, says that if you're caught pirating and the ISPs know that, then they have to disconnect you, right?
Right. But let's make sure that everybody understands that nothing in this new agreement says that they will cut you off forever. They wanted to make sure that everybody knew that look, hey, we're not saying a lifetime termination, anything like that. They framed it in a way that we're just trying to suspend your service until you stop downloading. You stop downloading, your problems are over.
Wow. Well, it's easy to download once they blacklist you from the service. But now there is not going to be a blacklist, right? There's no text file somewhere that has all these user accounts and IP addresses that says once I get cut off from one service, I can't join another.
Yeah, you look at these guys at the ISPs and they'll blanch. I mean, it freaks them out if people are thinking this. There's nothing in there that says if you get kicked off AT&T that Verizon won't take you. But there have been, reports. I talked to a 67-year-old woman in Colorado who was kicked off her network wrongfully, and she said that she was told if we kick you off, then the other service provider in the area won't also take you. Now, I have no way of knowing if that's true or not.
Right.
But that's what they told her.
Well, Greg, that's interesting for 2 reasons. For me personally, I'm in Los Angeles, so if I get kicked off of Time Warner, I've got nobody else. So it doesn't matter, blacklist or not, if I want broadband, it's not happening for me. So I think for a lot of users out there, that's their situation, thanks to wonderful anti-monopoly laws. So that's a situation for many people. But the other one is you said that she potentially was wrongfully accused of this. And this happens all the time with blanket lawsuits. They say, oh, you had to have the Lady Gaga discography. Well, turns out my grandmother doesn't know who that is. She didn't download it at all. How can she appeal?
Well, she called up the company, and then she called me. And she kind of used me, the press, as to say, hey, this is wrong. I'm 67-year-old. You guys are accusing me of downloading The Family Guy and, Bart Simpson. It wasn't me. And so they saw the pattern of usage, and they said, oh, okay, we made a mistake here. It turns out she didn't know how to secure her wireless.
Right.
And they came out and fixed it for her.
Well, so then
this
you're
is an
going to be
isolated event.
Exactly. This is an isolated event. You would have to speak out for thousands of people who could potentially be wrongfully accused if their wireless isn't secured. Is there an official sort of petition process or appeal process with this 6 strikes law or legislation or rule?
The ISPs have created this, you can come and make an appeal. The Electronic Frontier Foundation, the advocacy group for internet users and tech companies, has kind of pointed out, well, the ISPs are hiring this independent counsel. Are they going to be that independent? We have to see how that works out. But I think what's important here is that it costs you $35. And, if there's a logjam of people, how, expedient is this going to be? We don't know yet.
I love that. Guilty until proven innocent. Give us your $35, and then we'll get back to you in like 8 weeks or so and find out if you really do love The Family Guy. When does this actual 6 strikes go into effect? Has it started today? Should I cancel my torrents?
No, they've got till, I guess, 9 months to fulfill the agreement, and I think they'll be coming in over that 9 months. You'll start to see people receive some of these letters sporadically over the next 9 months.
All right. Well, Greg, thank you so much for joining us, as always, for keeping us in the loop. And I will email you as soon as this happens, assuming my internet hasn't been cut off, because I really do love The Family Guy. Thank you so much for joining us, Greg. We appreciate it. Right now, we're going to head over to Miss Candace Bailey.
We sent our East Coast correspondent Grace Helbig to a fancy Microsoft party to check out Star Wars Connect and the Mango phone.
With a mega technology company like Microsoft, very few people get a sneak peek behind the curtain at their newest innovations, so I must be one lucky girl. It's catering. It's catering. Perhaps the biggest news at tonight's preview party is the sneak peek at the new Windows Phone 7 operating system, Mango. Hello?
Mango is a new version of Windows Phone coming out this holiday season. It's going to have hundreds of new features. Some of the top things we're focusing on are new communications features that make it smarter and easier to connect, a web experience that takes you beyond the browser to find things around you, and a smarter approach to apps. So apps, instead of being separate things, tying them together so they're integrated and work in a smart way. Now we integrate LinkedIn and Twitter along with Facebook and Windows Messenger all in one look in what's new.
Fresh beats. Ill. Your beats are ill.
So this is the HP TouchSmart 610. So there's no tower. The whole PC is inside this monitor. It's HD display, has a Blu-ray drive, and it's a touch screen, which is really cool. So when you're ready to use touch, it's more comfortable to use it down here. So if you want to play a game, you want to use an app, say something like Bing Maps, pinch to zoom, you can move things around, and when you're ready to go back, you just slide it back up. So this has an Intel Core i5 processor, ATI graphics, 8 gigs of memory, and a gigantic hard drive, and you can get the whole thing for about $1,000. So this is one of my favorite PCs. It's called the Samsung Series 9. It comes in 13-inch and 11-inch. It's one of the thinnest, lightest laptops in the world. It's made of this stuff called Duralumin. It's really, really light, but extremely strong. It's got a great display. Samsung always does beautiful displays. Backlit keyboard, a multi-touch trackpad, gets about 7 hours of battery life. It's got big PC power, Core i5 processor, solid-state drive, 4 gigs of memory. One of the best travel machines on the market right now.
Big, little, who said size doesn't matter? So tell us about some of the games that you're demoing here tonight.
Yeah, we're showing some of the hot new titles that are going to be out this holiday season. We're showing Connect Star Wars, Dance Central 2, Connect Disneyland Adventures, Sesame Street Once Upon a Monster. Really something for everyone, mom, dad, kids of all ages.
I have really learned how to use the Force. Watch this. Hey, you want to go play some golf? I threw down the robot because the time called for it, and I am a warrior at this game. You gotta love Microsoft. They throw one hell of a party and have the best gear to play with, too. Tomorrow we'll have more from Microsoft from their home base in Seattle, but they don't get mango tangos out in Seattle. Cheers.
Stay tuned. Indie Games is next with a brand new Galaga.
Ooh, old school arcade fun without the cigarette smoking molesters? Oh, yeah. Sign me up. Yeah. Your beats are...
Fail. You're dead. Major fail. Fail. Fail, 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 fail. You lose.
Are you ready for some indie games?
Today we're getting a little old school.
Now that summer is here, it's time to reacquaint yourself with a little friend called video games. And to help you out, we're getting the lowdown on these latest downloads. First up, take a blast to the past with the revamped arcader Galaga Legions DX. In this twin stick shooter, you must destroy swarms of Galagas attempting to invade Earth. But unlike its old school brother, this game requires a bit of strategy. In DX, each wave has a time limit, forcing you to defeat the aliens as fast as possible. Luckily, you have an edge. Take out the squad leader and you will wipe out the entire wave. Flightlines will also show you where your enemies will appear, and if you get cornered, time slows down to allow you to escape. The quicker you destroy the legions, the more time is added to your final round, where your points are doubled and you are given additional firepower against an endless wave. With its beautiful graphics and slick gameplay, Galaga Legions DX is a must-have for any old-school arcader. So pick it up on Xbox Live for $10. But if you prefer to get up close and personal with your ETs, then you'll want to fire up Alien Zombie Megadeath. In this futuristic shooter, the premise is simple. Stop the hordes of alien zombies from killing you. Navigate up and down the platforms of your ship to grab lasers, missiles, and tri-beam power-ups, so you can make short work of the alien intruders. And as you pick up the crystals dropped by your dead foes, you will collect score multipliers which earn you achievements and unlock new levels. With 70 stages ranging from wiping out alien zombies to saving space babies, this game will satisfy your space adventure fix. So take down the extraterrestrial undead with Alien Zombie Megadeath on the PlayStation Network for $8. Finally, do you love RPGs but don't have time to grind? Then check out the role-playing parody Half-Minute Hero Super Mega Neo Climax. Like most RPGs, you're a young adventurer who must stop an ancient evil from destroying the world. The catch? You only have 30 seconds to do it. As the clock counts down, you must haul ass to level up, collect items, and defeat the main boss. Luckily, battles only last a few seconds, and after a few fights, you'll be ready to take on the big baddie. But if you find yourself running out of time, you can always head back to town and pay to rewind the clock. Ultimately, you will face off against a final boss after 30 quests, which will unlock new modes and adventures, providing hours of 30-second fun. Need an RPG with an ADD twist? Then snag Half-Minute Hero Super Mega Neo Climax on Xbox Live for $10. So if the sun is beating you down, crank that AC and plant your butt in front of the tube with these latest indie games. Guess what time it is? It's time to attack this Geek Chic. Every good nerd shares one fantasy: to own the Ghostbusters Proton Pack. But because backpack-mounted particle accelerators don't really exist, you'll have to settle for the next best thing. This Proton backpack from ThinkGeek.com, not only does it wrangle ghosts, but it has 3 roomy pockets to store all your crap, so it's also practical. Best of all, it features a detachable Neutrona wand. Round up paranormal delinquents for only $40. But perhaps you're looking to get something high-tech and sexy for that special someone. Well, feast your eyes on the N12 Bikini. This unique design was created using nothing but a 3D printer, and is actually the world's first wearable 3D printed clothing. It's named after its material, Nylon 12, which is molded by the printer when a laser literally melts a material into the geometric shape of the design. If your girlfriend questions the judgment of buying this Swiss cheese-like bikini, you can tell her it actually provides better support and flexibility, and you're not just a perv. And finally, if you're looking to throw a geeky soiree and you need a dessert to impress your nerdy guests, order up one of these Star Wars cakes. These aren't your run-of-the-mill grocery store birthday cakes. Makers of the iPhone cake, the people at Charm City Cakes got inspired by Star Wars universe and made everything from a massive R2-D2 to the Millennium Falcon and even this creepy-looking Yoda. But my personal favorite is the Stormtrooper Almond Amaretto Cream Cake, which you can order if you're in the mood to pay $250 for the cake. Head on over to g4tv.com/AOTS for info on all of this geek chic and more. Coming up, do you take this man to be your lawfully wedded epic fail? See a marriage gone wrong right up next.
Hey, Attack of the Show. This is Andrew Garner from Tullahoma, Tennessee. Last April, I was sent to cover MTAC 11, the Middle Tennessee Anime Convention in Nashville, Tennessee. Unfortunately, we lost some of the footage from it, like the MTAC rave, the cosplayers, and the voice actor panels. Luckily, we were able to save the footage from the ramen eating contest, which I'm really glad that we could, since I had to literally jump over puke to film it for you guys. So why don't we check it out right now? So that's a wrap from MTAC 11. Hopefully we can do this again next year. Thanks Attacking the Show for making me a member of your viewer army. This is Andrew Garner, signing out.
How do I make my girlfriend have an orgasm at the same time as me?
When you hear her go, whatever, and then you can just go, that way she thinks that you at the same time.
Coming up tomorrow on an all-new Attack of the Show. Breckenmeyer, the star of Franklin and Bash, will be here live with some LA lawyering. Then Jessica Chobot gets an exclusive tour of the Microsoft campus where she goes hands-on with the skin put. It turns your arm into a keyboard. And Chris Gore rates the ultra-violent Hobo with a Shotgun and the porn-themed Electra Lux on DVD's Day. See it tomorrow.
You have to do it evenly because you're getting small monster.
Not making
This
it
is
really
ridiculous.
pretty. Some of our viewers have been asking where our feed correspondent Andy Allo's been.
No, she's not trapped in Drunkle Ted's basement. She's actually been touring with a guy, his name's Prince.
Maybe you've heard of him?
Yeah, she was doing a summer tour in Europe. Another thing I haven't heard of.
Here's Andy rocking out on the guitar with Prince at a concert outside of Paris.
Yeah, we wish her the best of luck. I don't know that this guy's going to take off or anything like that, but I truly hope it works out for her and this guy, Prince. We can't wait for her to get back to the States as well. So, congratulations, Andy. That's awesome.
But now it's time for today's epic fail.
Yes, when you decide to have a zipline wedding, make sure that you do a few calculations, about weight and mass and acceleration. Do those things.
Here comes the bride.
I got it all on film. That's YouTubing. I'm YouTubing that. I'm YouTubing that, Brett.
Fail those newlyweds. But big ups to their buddy who triumphantly screamed about putting this on YouTube.
Yeah. He really is like the best man.
He is.
Thanks to Sarah Underwood. Thanks to Grace Helbig